Okay. So now we are live on YouTube. So hello, people from YouTube. Good evening to everyone. Today is just for now me and Eduardo here, and we are going to talk about time management. Okay. So for who don't know me, my name is Elida. I am 22 years old. I live in a small city in Ceará called Limoeiro do Norte. And nowadays I am working at a hospital and I study pharmacy at college. I live with my mom and I don't have kids and I just have a dog. He's the love of my life and I always say that here because really he's my baby.
Practically a kid, right?
Yes, he's my baby kid. And that's it. One of my favorite hobbies is just walk with him and spend time with him playing or meeting new places. I love reading too, but I confess that sometimes I procrastinate it because I waste a lot of time looking social medias. So, but I love reading and I try every day to separate a space in my routine to keep this habit. And for English too, but English I am more like I don't practice every day. I just on the talk and talk, for example, it's like a shame, for me, a hostess, but there are some weeks that I just join my meeting because it's my meeting. So I have to join. But I try. I always try to listen some podcast or something like that. And a way that I found to study English and like how can I say aproveitar o tempo? I don't know, but I do this like studying for college in English. So I search articles in English, books in English, so I can study for college and for English at the same time. That's a tip that I learned, and that's it for now. Can you introduce yourself, Eduardo?
My name is, Eduardo. I am 19 years old. I am a student of business administration in UFRJ, Federal University of Rio de Janeiro. And now I am, let's say, férias. I forgot this. I would say holiday, right? And now I'm the holiday of my, I would say that, of my university. And yeah, that's what I mean by losing creativity at this period. So yeah, I guess I would say that about me.
Yes. And we have questions for guide, but like it's just us. We don't have to follow the questions. We
Okay.
just can have a conversation, a normal conversation. There is no problem. But to start the topic and the subject, let's start with the question number 2. If you could rate your ability, rate is like give a score to your ability to manage your time, what would it be and why? Oh my god, traveling.
I would say 5 because I know how to manage my time, but I don't know how to actually practice it. It's not even with cell phones. I usually don't get too much distracted with cell phones. Just being like not doing something not exactly that I like. I mean, when I need to study, I do like just keep procrastinating it, but just only when I'm under a really big pressure that I actually do something about it. It's really bad because I know I have the potential to not be that stressed when this happened, but I just end up doing like for whole my life, which isn't good. But I'm trying it to fix it in this next university, I guess, period, you could say. Yeah. So yes, that's
Oh my God, I totally understand you because I like to planning my day, my week, and this kind of organization stuff, but I am exactly like this. I know how to do the planning of my routine. I know uh, what I have to do every day, but I am a big procrastinator, and I'm a lazy person. I have to confess, I'm a lazy person. So sometimes when I think, oh my God, I have to wash the dishes. That's a thing I have to do. But I start to look Instagram, and to watch some series or something like that, and I forgot because my body um it's like, oh my God, I don't have energy to stop this pleasure thing to do
yeah,
weekend,
exactly. I really understand what you mean.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and my body always cede, I don't know how to say that, sempre cede to these distractions, because it's like pleasures, and we know, of course, it's not healthy sometimes to spend hours and hours and hours in social media, but anyway. And we were talking about this thing about um when we have a limit date,
And
to
limits.
yeah, when we have
I forgot the name. There's a specific name to it. To this.
yes, it's like,
Uh,
yes, let me
um,
search
uh,
this word in English.
uh, oh my God. Uh,
Prompt, I don't know.
um,
Anyway, a limit date to do something. We create energy, from nothing to do this thing. And I am like this, totally. I am totally like this. When I sometimes when I have to do some work of college, I have 1 month and I procrastinate for 1 month,
yeah.
and 2 days before the limit date, I start to do the work. So
Yeah.
it's funny. And I don't know if you already saw a video. The name of the video is like, let me let me put the link. The name of the video is Inside the Mind of a Master Procrastination. Is a TED Talk from
Sempre foi o meu sonho.
Tim Urban. I don't know if you already saw this, but oh my God, I found this video and I found the definition of me. Really,
I
I found.
guess I know the style talk, but I never listen it. But
Yes, they talk about the monkey and the sheep. Oh my God, I found this video and I said, oh my God, this guy is inside of my mind. Yes, there is no another explanation about it. And I love this video. And when I am talking to someone about procrastinator and about things like this, I always recommend this video because it's the perfect explanation about procrastination and about how a mind of a procrastinator works. And especially for people who has TDAH, like me, TDAH.
Yeah, I know.
And oh my God. Anyway, I don't have enough more to talk because it's the perfect video. And anyway, it's really hard because I feel guilty sometimes. I don't know if you feel the same, but while I am wasting time, doing things that I should not, you know, like I should not do this thing, but I'm doing, so I feel guilty, but I don't have energy to change the situation.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I have anxiety disorder, but I'm really anxious too. So it just ends up when you have some time to do something, you do it on the limit of it, like when it's almost finishing the period you need to do something, it just gets worse, and just keep doing it like indefinitely. Like it has to change. I have to change, but it seems like it's more uh, stronger than us. So I don't know.
Yeah, I understand you. It's like when we have 1 week, 1 month, you are feeling uncomfortable, but it's supportable. It's like
Yeah,
oh
I
my
can
God,
do it tomorrow. I
I
can do it
am not.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I am not liking this feeling, but I can support. I can wait. But when we are close to the date, to the limit date, oh my God, we stop everything else. I
Yeah,
remember I never change my sleep routine for study. I never do that because for me, my sleep is sacred.
yeah, for me too.
Yeah.
I cannot change it too. The world could end tomorrow. I will sleep at that time, period. I
Yes,
can't change it.
yes, I don't make this change because for me, my sleep is really, really important. I am so dependent of my sleep routine. If I don't sleep well, in another day I am not I cannot do anything. I'm not
Yeah,
able to do anything. And but when I am close to a limit day to a work or to something important, I can make this choice because I have to do that and I have to take energy from any place. So it's really fun because I study about this. I study a lot. I don't study psychology in college, but I like to study, by myself. I love the science of psychology and I study things like this, how to stop procrastination, how to manage your time better. That's why I brought this topic today. But oh my God, I just can't follow the rules. I can't follow the tips.
yeah,
And it's exactly what you said. On the theory, we know what to do, but in practice, it's so different.
oh my god.
Oh my God. It's funny. Oh my God, it's good to find someone who understands me.
It's incredible. I cannot. I have to change it. I will. I'm going to try my best in this period of the university, because I have a lot to study, and if I do not manage it, I'm gonna go insane, or I'm going to fail something, and I cannot uh, deal with that, failing something. So yeah,
Yes, I understand you because my period on college started this week too. And I made so many plans. Oh my God, I will study because I have my day offs during the week. I work one day and another day is my day off. And I planned studying my day offs. And yesterday I just slept all the afternoon. When in my planner, it was like studying in the afternoon. I was sleeping, because I know that I have to study, but I don't know, the pleasure of sleeping after lunch is so much bigger than my discipline to study. That's it.
Yeah,
And when I
it's the
woke
same,
up,
exactly the same thing that I feel. There was a day that for some reason I decided to. I don't even remember. I thought I just couldn't sleep, and I ended up sleeping 3 hours or something like that. I went with my day kind of fine, and then after I lunched, I guess it was 1 p.m. I just stopped. I couldn't do anything else. I was sitting on the desk with some work to do. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't move the mouse. I was just dead, practically dead. And I'd say if even if I could not sleep, I'm gonna there's like do not touch the phone or anything else because it's incredible. It's so bad. Like I cannot give up, and I do not give up my sleeping if even if I have to study. And well, but my study time that I used to study is kind of messed up too now. So yeah, it's kind of uh, parecido with your situation, I guess.
yes, yes, it's the same situation. And I am doing a thing that, for example, um, on the video, there was a part on the video she said like identify your distractions and the things that make you waste your time, right?
Yeah.
And I have TDAH, and for me, it's really hard to keep the concentration in one thing. So I try avoid possible distractions, like my cell phone, because if I am studying and someone send me a message or I see a notification, I always stop what I'm doing to look this notification. So I know that, and I avoid keep my cell phone close to me when I'm studying, because
Uh-huh.
just because to avoid the possible distractor. So yesterday I studied at morning. At afternoon I was sleeping, but at morning I studied, and I did that. I put my cell phone so far from me, and I could study for a nice period. It's not the much that I want, but it was okay. And I am trying to develop in this small small steps,
Yeah.
because if
I
it's practicing, it's training. I will not tomorrow be able to study for 3 hours, like focus. It's practicing. I have to practice every day, just like English, just like everything in life. And that's it. But sometimes it's really hard, especially when you live with your family, because my family speaks two languages, português e gritando.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, everybody here just speaks gritando.
yeah, so
Uh,
they are
uh,
always speaking loud and ask me for doing things, And for example, yesterday I was studying at morning, and my mom asked me to go to a supermarket to buy some things, and I was like, "Mom, I am studying, you know." So, but I had to stop to go to the supermarket. So it's it's hard, you know, because you try to focus, but the environment around you
Yeah.
does not contribute to that, you know.
Yeah, I lose my concentration really fast. There is times that I, for some reason, just it could be happening some. I just for some reason focus for like 6 hours, and I ended up studying like, all right, I did study, and I did learn something. I'm gonna go good at the test. And there's times that I just can't study anything. After the virus, uh, before the virus, I actually uh, was able to like have a nice studying schedule. I was going good at my tests and stuff, but after the pandemic, I'm having really big problems with my focus. I just cannot sit down and focus to study. I just can't for some reason. It uh, and and there's the environment. I live in a small apartment and with my family, so it's really difficult. It's really things have a lot of things have changed before and after the pandemic for me at least. So it's kind of hard, but it was worse, I would say. So yeah, I'm really sensible to the environment and everything really.
Yes, yes.
So I get you.
Yes, I am not a doctor or a psychologist, okay? So far from me. But when a doctor gave me the diagnosis of TDAH, I I spent 1 month searching everything about it and learning and watching videos and listen podcasts, listen reading books about TDAH, and I learned a lot of things. And I don't know, I think it's a symptom, you know, the hyperfocus. I understand you because I have this too. Sometimes when I have problems to start a state of concentration, but when I start, it's hard to stop, you know?
Yeah,
And there is there is a few things that when I start to do, I forgot everything around me. I forgot to eat. I forgot to go into the bathroom. I forgot to drink water. I just keep focused on this thing for hours and hours and hours.
yeah. It's
Especially if I like this thing, like, you know, uh, for example, I I can watch one season of one series in one day so easily. You know, I do you know the Bridgerton, the series Bridgerton?
yeah, yes, but I don't know what's about it.
Okay, that Bridgerton has 2 seasons and a plus season. It's not the third, but it's like a plus season called Queen Charlotte. I watched these 3 seasons in 5 days, I think, because
Yeah,
all that I did in these days is watch Bridgerton. I spent uh, all weekend, my all weekend, Saturday and Sunday, watching Bridgerton all day. You
I
know?
actually, yeah, I actually do that, but uh, I just end up like that. I do not do this uh today in like in the current situation, but I watched a lot of anime, and
Mhm.
I just watched it all, like 12 episodes of half an hour in like one day. I just get off school, sit down all day, just to stop to eat, maybe to go to the bathroom, and not probably not to eat, just like all day all the way to like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Just doing that, it's incredible, and it's more rare. But sometimes studying, like I end up studying like 5 hours, doing nothing else, not even, I don't know. You just você só percebe after it, like when it
Yeah.
stops, and like you just go ahead study like for 5 hours. Damn, I studied for 5 hours straight. I watched the series uh all day, did nothing. I actually did nothing all day, just did that. It's really really crazy. I might um, I might try to look maybe for a if maybe it is TDAH, but I guess it has a really big probability of being, actually. I already searched a little about it, but I not like never ended up how I could say it. I don't know if it's that strong on me. I would say the if I have it. But I mean, it's always good having the understanding what's happening in with yourself. So I might try to look for it somewhere, because yeah, if there's something hiding there, I hope not, but it's always good to know.
Yeah, what you said about just realizing after this. I realized when I finished Bridgerton, I realized, oh my God, I finished this whole series in 5 days. Oh my God, what? You know, I spent all day, I did nothing else than watching this, you know, just stop to eat. And as you said, maybe to go to the bathroom, because
Yeah.
it's like your brain is not satisfied, you know. If you my brain is like this. I watch one episode and my brain says, oh my God, I want more, I want more, I need more, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when I see I am watching the second, the third, the fourth, and oh my God, it's really hard to stop. And um, quanto mais assiste, mais quer.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Exactly. I I guess it's one of the reasons that I stopped it, at least temporarily, watching anime, because there's a lot of them. There's like two seasons, 40 episodes, and like I like to watch the ones, but there is a lot of them. There's like 12 episodes. You can watch 12 episodes in one day, but it's becoming rare uh, seeing animes that has this amount of episodes, and I don't like being stopping. I really don't like. There was one that I watched that was like 30 episodes. I it was like one a.m. I was like, I guess, in the middle of it. I mean, it's 1 p.m. Gotta go to the school tomorrow. I watch it tomorrow, and I went to the bed like being really anxious about it, because you gotta go watch what's gonna happen. And it's like it's really uncomfortable. I
Yeah.
probably ended up waiting 1 more hour to be able to go to sleep. Is really bad, really bad. And I guess it's one of the reasons I stopped it doing this. I watch it only when I am on when I like have more than one day off, which is rare nowadays. And but yeah, I guess for the last 2 years, 1 or 2 years, I don't actually watch anything else. Just just ones that I already have watched, but that I know, and I won't become anxious. So yeah, but new ones, it's like 100 that I want to, but I can't. I don't have time. I know I won't be able to watch it all the way, and I don't want to one more thing to become anxious about.
Yes, a solution that I found to solve this problem is not watching series during the period of college. I just watch
Yeah.
series on vacation. Because really, really, Eduardo, I cannot explain how it works. If I start to watch one series, I cannot watch one episode per day.
I cannot too. If I was the one who I want to watch this, I cannot do it. I have to watch the greater majority. I don't know. Probably it's worse because the more you get to the close to the end, the worse it gets. So
Yes, you want to finish
yeah,
soon
it's
to know what's going to happen, and oh my god, I just can handle with that. So uh I cannot like stop. I
stand
will
it.
stop right
Yeah,
now. I will just watch this tomorrow or next. I cannot. So I found it's like radical solution is not watching series why I have to study in the period.
yeah.
So when I am on vacation, I use this free time to study. But for like this week started my semester. So now from now to the end of the year, I will just watch movies or some short series, like for one season with like few episodes, but series like Grey's Anatomy, for example, with too much seasons. No, I will not watch this.
Yeah, I don't do it actually anymore too. Just movies, and I usually don't watch movies. I get empurrado by my family to watch movies.
Really?
Uh, yeah, uh I don't know. I mean, going to the movies, going to the cinema to watch it. Not that I don't like it, but my family has to go along because I cannot go alone. Just like some series that I watch or something like that.
Oh my god, here is the opposite. I love movies, I love going to the cinema, I love watching in home, and my family hates movies. They never went to the cinema, and they hate watching movies, and we don't have this habit to watch movies together because they even don't watch TV.
Damn.
It's like a crazy people. But yeah, I respect this. And for one side, it's good because if my family um fosse igual a sua, I will distract more, and
Yeah, it would be worse, right?
yeah,
Like
it
my
worse.
dad is absolute crazy about going to the cinemas. Absolutely crazy.
Really?
He already told me when he was younger. Like he went to the cinema and watched 3 movies uh in the same day, one after another, back to back.
Oh my god!
Like I had nothing to do in the day, just like it was, I guess, in the 80s or 90s. He just like uh R$ 2 a movie ticket. It's insane. And yeah, I was doing nothing. We went to the movies all day for absolutely no reason. So
Oh my god!
okay, I guess.
It was a generation that they knew how to enjoy life, and
Yeah.
sometimes I stop to think about how our generation is always running, is always, oh my God, I'm late. I have to do this. I have a lot of things to do. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to study. I don't have time to go to the gym. So all that we say is I don't have time.
Yeah.
And
And our generation actually engages in social activities, in pretty heavy social activities, in the sense of heavy drinking, smoking, uh, festa, festa em geral de que se enche a cara, this
mhm,
type of social activities. I'm not a fan of that, of this type of activity. And I think our generation engages in this really bad for health, and maybe even mental, bad for, mental health in some way, I think. Activities, too much. Like, and older generations didn't have, there were, of course, problems with that, with drugs and all the stuff back in the day, but I guess people were more leves da alma, I would say that. And the other generation has a really big problem with that. Oh, I gotta do that. Anxiety, depression, uh, and in to deal with that, they engage in these heavy social activities like to forget it, uh, force all the way to forget it by drinking, smoking, drugs, and all this stuff.
yes.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
have you?
there is reasons for that, a lot, but I guess at least for me, I guess it involves politics and the current economic situation, and I would go down a rabbit hole if I start talking about it. So
Yes. And another thing that I realized that being tired and being busy all the time is like normalized,
yeah,
nowadays. So we are used to work a lot, study a lot, and being tired all the time. And if you are not tired, there is something wrong, you know? I
yeah,
feel this. You
exactly.
have to be tired because if you're not, it's because you are not doing productive
Yeah,
things in your life. And there was a time before starting work at the hospital that I am working nowadays. I used to work in another place just for 3 days in a week, just um, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday,
okay.
And I had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday free to do whatever I want. And for me, it was okay. I was not tired all the time because just working 3 days. And I felt like, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. Everyone is so busy. Everyone doesn't have time for the things. And I'm here having so much free time, having time for rest, for doing things that I like. And I felt guilty about this. Like, oh my God, it's not wrong having time for rest. It's necessary, but in our society, is normalized being tired all the time.
Yeah, no, I guess being, I guess I would say being I guess like sad, depressed, and bad emotions are more, I think, more okay than actually being happy, having free time, because I don't know, you gotta be doing something. It's that hustle culture, and you have to be doing something. If you're not, you're gonna be poor. You're gonna be you're gonna get you're not gonna achieve anything in your life, and just like calm down. I am 19 years old. I have a whole life in front of me. Calm down. I know what I'm doing. I think at least.
Yes. Yes,
I
and
think.
like when I realized that, I start to, oh, this is not wrong. I should not feel this guilty because feeling exhausted all the time is not healthy and it's not good. And the most of people is not tired and exhausted because they work too much or they study too much. They are exhausted because they don't do what they don't recharge the battery, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I
Just
will
keep
I will
draining of
say
it.
this em português. A maioria das pessoas não tá cansada porque faz demais, e sim porque não faz o que abastece elas.
Yeah.
I like this kind of thought because you can have a busy routine and do a lot of things, but you have to take time in your routine to do things that you like, to do things for your health, for exercise, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have time for these things, there is something wrong.
Yes. I mean, it is a battery. You just keep draining it, not recharging. So something is really wrong, and I hope when our generation gets older, we rethink our thoughts, and the next generation uh, uh, try tries to change that. But I have my doubts about it. I'm not that of a positive person, but yeah, I I hope so. I really hope. Well, I hope the next generation, maybe we to do a lot of things to change, but well, we will see.
Yes, yes. And our time is
Time
over.
is up.
I love it, this conversation. I love meetings when we don't follow the questions, when we just start talking about things. I love this.
Yeah, that's the main point, I think, right? Just talk, like use your English and think,
Yes,
think and show
you
your
are
thoughts.
yes, you are having a real conversation, not just answering questions.
It's
I
just a
love
recommendation, I think, the questions, right? It's not, you don't have to follow it
Yes, we
exclusively, right?
do. We make the questions just because, just to plan B, you know, just to help in, like to have that uma carta na manga, something like this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not obligated to follow all the questions, and the talkers are free to continue conversations, totally free. But we do the questions to have a guide, or you know,
Mm-hmm.
a line of a linha de raciocínio, something like that.
It was
And
really nice talking, yes.
yes, I am putting the link of the survey on the chat. Please
Okay.
answer the survey, give a score to me. It's really important for me as a hostess. And I hope to see you next Wednesday to talk
Yeah, I probably
about
will show up.
next week. We are going to talk about changings in our life. So
It's the
that,
continuation of the conversation.
sorry?
Practically. It's the continuation of the conversation, practically.
Yes, yes.
Maybe someone shows up.
Yes, 2 weeks ago, I or last week, I don't remember, I brought the topic about making hard decisions. So it's like a line of topics, you know, just to continue the conversation. I like to do this. And that's it. Thanks for
Yeah,
your
yeah, really
time.
nice.
Thanks for your presence here. Have a great night. and a
Yeah.
great week.